Hello everyone, and welcome to a quick overview of the MyHeritage Wiki. MyHeritage Wiki is brand new as of December 2023, and I want to tell you this is a place where you are going to go down the rabbit hole, so give yourself plenty of time to explore. Let me show you a few things about this new wiki. First, you want to start over here on the left-hand side and notice that there are categories: genealogy research by location, genetic origins, naming traditions, and a primer on historical records. So let's go through those quickly one by one. Genealogy research by location. Go ahead and click on that, and comes up with articles on how to research by location. If you look at the subcategories, you're going to go ahead and see all of these different countries. Now they are, of course, continually adding more. And so let's just quickly grab one. Let's go ahead and click on Belarus. And you will see that it comes up with three things right now. So let's click on just the standard one. And quickly you kick in and you see a map right there, and the contents will appear right here on the left hand side, and all of those blue titles are links. And if you look down here, you just can go through. Some categories have more or less, and you can see that they're working on it, but there is a ton of information in all of these spots. And as with all wikis, the more it gets populated, the more information that you will find. So there is just an example of what there is under genealogy research by location. The next category is genetic origins. And this one, you can see that it is sparsely populated at the moment, but there is a start. Here's one. Let's just click on DNA, and you can start looking under DNA. Click on DNA matches. The one thing I've noticed with this wiki is it is very bright and colorful. Lots of pictures, lots of maps, explanations, and it's really interesting. Like I said, it is very easy to go down a rabbit hole. Of course, I was one of those kids that like to read encyclopedias too, so maybe it's not a great comparison, but it is sure fun. Let's go over now to naming traditions, and this talks about surnames. So there again, you can go through, look at this category, and it's going to give you different ways the surnames came about. So Australian surnames, if you take a look. Okay, there we kicked in. And the one thing that I've noticed is, of course, as with any website, you're going to have a standard format that the website's going to use. On the left-hand side, you'll see, again, the contents of this part of the website. I really like that each one of these has a word cloud or a name cloud. So you'll see common names within that word cloud. You'll have the history of the names and Australian surnames today. Well, surnames of any country today. Researching surname studies, anything that they can find there in that country, changes and famous surnames, those kinds of things. So everything again in this part is listed in the contents on the left hand side. Okay, then we will go back here and go down to naming traditions. Whoops. We want the primer on historical records. Okay, historical records, we all know what kind of records come from each country, but then we have different ones for different countries. So here is an idea of the different kind of records that you can find for different countries. Now, some may have more records or different records, but this will give you an idea of the different kind of records that you may find. And so if you're trying to think of different records you may check for the different countries, you can come here, and some are maybe a little more specialized. As you look at maybe birth records in Russia, they are called a metric book instead of just maybe, birth records or something like that. So it gives you different ideas of how to look for records. And then the last thing is a how-to guide. How do you start with your kind of genealogy that you want? How to access free genealogical resources? How do you do collateral and cluster genealogy research? How do you research immigrant ancestors? Now, at this point, you're probably saying, but wait a minute here, this sounds just like the Family Search Wiki. Well, yes, it does. And my answer to that is, you know what? Use both. There's never, in my opinion, there's never too much information out there. And so I think as this one is starting up, use them both. Each will have their strengths, and I suspect that each one is going to complement the other. The next thing I want to just make you aware of is you can become a contributor. On the left-hand side, there's a spot that says Get Involved. If you click on that, it will give you the opportunity to fill out a form and say, hey, I can contribute to this community. And it will have you fill out the form and indicate how you would like to contribute. It will also mention, I'll also mention that you need to have a different contributor login to be able to do that. So that was a really quick overview of the MyHeritage Wiki. So take some time to try it out. And I think that you'll find that it will just be another tool for your toolbox. I don't think it will replace anything. It won't replace the Family Search Wiki. I think it will be in addition to the Family Search Wiki. So my challenge to you today is go take a look at the MyHeritage Wiki, play with it, get to know it, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.